is by continuing the conversation, and putting an end to the culture of silence, because that is what perpetuates it. The Spotlight Initiative to end domestic violence, all forms of gender-based violence, will use all forms of media available to us. So traditional media, TV, film, newspaper, whatever media that will be necessary to pass on the message that it is zero tolerance. And that is one thing I'll keep saying about Lagos State, because I've done a bit of advocacy with them. It's zero tolerance, and you can see that that is what they are championing. When something is good, I will say it. I wish other states would borrow a leaf from Lagos State, because their domestic and sexual violence agency is right on the money. So as an entertainer, as a filmmaker, as a woman, it's important for me to be part of this conversation. And this film spotlights, highlights why it should be zero tolerance, and it shouldn't be, oh, it's a woman thing, oh, it's you women's problem. We need both genders, male and female, to raise their voices and say no, because it destroys a lot of lives. So it's zero tolerance.
I just wanted to say that it's an important topic for society development and society progress, because you cannot get development if you leave more than half of your population aside, and which is one of the things that we experience with gender-based violence, with gender discrimination. As I say, it's so critical that it's central to the Sustainable Development Goal. As you know, the goal number 5 is around gender equity. What we need now together with this film is not only to provoke reflection, but to rally different segments of society to address the issues of gender inequality. As you know, it's rooted in social norms sometimes. It's rooted in economic barrier that women and girls face, but it's rooted also in the kind of marginal role they play when it comes to dynamic of power in society. This gathering is a kind of wake-up call for the society to understand how important it is to address the gender disparities if really we want to be on track with the development goal. And I think to have people coming from the film industry, from the development partner, from the diplomatic mission, it's a way of broadening the partnership and the coalition in favor of gender equality.
Hi, my name is Jesse Liula Shiseya. I'm from Namibia, founder of Patient Care, and with Patient Care we help customers reach doctors, especially mental health. I'm also a director for an NGO in gender-based violence in Windhoek, Namibia. And based on the movie I just witnessed here in Nigeria, it was really fantastic as first time in Nigeria, and also Nigeria being the giant of the country. Meeting the superstars themselves and also seeing how it's done was really amazing, and I hope that many other African countries can find inspiration and do this kind of activity for awareness, which is really, really cool.
My name is Joachim Valo. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Saito, and so I've been invited to this screening in the context of the Timbuktu FinTech program. And so it was my first time seeing a Nigerian movie, and so it's about an important topic, so I really enjoyed this movie in a sense that it gives a voice to a really big problem in Africa. So I really think it's important to have this type of message, just to encourage women to speak out about the domestic violence that there is in their household. So yeah, for me it was a very important movie, and the way that it was shot, the way that you have very impactful scenes and photos. Yeah, that sense it was a really important movie, I think, and we should share it everywhere.
Playing the role was quite emotional for me. I won't say too much, but it hit home for me. And I think that sometimes you have to sort of see it. You have to sort of feel it to be able to put yourself in someone else's shoes to that sort of degree. I definitely left the set with a lot more understanding, with a lot more empathy. I mean, I think I already had empathy, but I definitely left the set feeling like just as a whole, as a community, as a nation, we need to do more. We need to do more regarding gender-based violence. We need our government needs to step up. We need to stop victim blaming. God, if I hear one more, what was she wearing? Or, why did she go there? God, I'm going to shoot myself, honestly. We just need to do better. We need victims or survivors, as I like to call them, to know that it's never your fault. The only person who's responsible for abuse is the abuser, period. And I just really hope that, which is why what Spotlight Initiative is doing is very important. And I just really hope that our government agencies can step up. I really hope that our government can step up as a whole and do a lot more. When people can walk into the police station and say they were abused and actually get justice, things will change. There needs to be consequences. There are no consequences. Slim to none. No you go, they will say, oh, we didn't interfere in family matter. We don't, husband and wife, we don't interfere. Come on. It's ridiculous. It's actually ridiculous. That needs to change. That needs to change. And I'm hoping that change is coming soon.
Okay, so my name is Folusho Idumu. I work with the I Choose Life Foundation. We work with mental health issues, mental wellness of young people in particular, but also people who have been involved in some sort of trauma, like sexual-based gender violence. So about the movie today, wow, it was a bit emotional and heavy, it was quite heavy. Someone was sitting next to me said it's like a compilation of all the bad cases, but that's the reality. And it's good when the reality is presented in this way, because there were several cross-cutting themes, sub-themes, things that we miss, like the effect of this on young people, on young children. And so the conversations we usually have, we have it on the top, and we forget that it's a cycle. Sexual-based gender violence and violence in general, it's a cycle. And I like the fact that the movie packed these themes subliminally. It wasn't just about man hitting woman. So it talked about the response, the culture, the behavior, the addictions, the underlying things that are and it also presented it in a way, while it was vivid, but it was also funny. There were some nice banters in the middle of it to soften the heaviness of the discussion without also dampening the spirit. So I commend it. I give it 80%. Yes, I loved it, and I think there should be a way to make sure young people, especially young boys especially, see this movie. I think I have 2 boys and I'm going to show them this movie. I have 2 young boys. I think they need to see this.
We sure hope you enjoyed this video. For more entertaining video content such as behind the scenes of music videos and movies, music concerts, premieres, interviews and exclusive gists, subscribe now to our YouTube channel GoldmyneTV and be unleashed into a world of super excitement.